Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie. I'm a knitter, crocheter, and recently cross-stitch um, crafter. um, I'm from Quebec, Canada, so English is not my first language, so I will most likely, like now, like now, try to find the right words. Um, I already have a French channel where I mostly talk about my knitting and crochet projects. Um, but I was thinking about doing an English channel for some time now, um, but always hesitate because English is not my first language and I'm not fluent in English. I listen to a lot of YouTube in English, and I read mostly in English, but talking is always difficult and I'm self conscious about it. So um, that's what's stopping me to try and do an English channel. But I recently discovered Flosstube. I started to cross stitch this year in 2025. Um, I used to do some cross stitch way back when I was in high school. We had a I used to go to a private high school with nuns and who run the school, and one of the nun had a shop where she sell cross stitch kits, some latch hook kit, and punch needle, I think is the term, kit, and I love going there and uh, looking at kits and doing some. So, but after I move out of the school, um, I stopped doing cross stitch and punch needle and all of those stuff. So I recently try again because at Christmas I received from my mom some simple cross stitch kit. Sorry, um, some printed one, and it just gave me the taste again, and I wanted to do some more. Um, and I started to look at Flosstube, and I was okay again. So my plan for this channel is to talk mostly about cross stitch, Flosstube, um, and if the interest is there, I can also share about my knitting and crochet project. But to start, I will focus more on my cross stitch project. Sorry. Um, so I will show you first my one cross stitch finish that I kept in. I didn't plan this. Okay, so I have one finish object, and it's one of the printed cross stitch that I received at Christmas. So this was the image. here's my finished project. I made some change from the original picture. I didn't like the outline in yellow on the cat, so I got a DMC thread in gray to do that. And I didn't like the yellow flower here, and I got some light pink thread to change that. And I did the inside of the cat here in the same pink. On the original, it was like the purple color, so it was my first case to return to cross stitch. Okay, sorry about the crinkling, but I also have this cross stitch and this one that I received at the same time that that was gifted to me at Christmas. I didn't start either of those yet, but I will do them soon enough. So that's what started me again to try cross stitch. And while watching some Flosstube video, I discovered other type of cross stitch. What I mean is the counted cross stitch. I was mostly used to printed cross stitch, even way back when I was in high school. So it opened a whole new world and so much new pattern to me. And I started my first counted cross stitch on February 27. Yes, February 27. The pattern is lavender. I will show the information here. I don't know how to pronounce the designer's name, and I don't want to butcher it, so I will present it here, and it will be in the description box of the video. I recently, well, last weekend for me, today is the May 16th. Last weekend for me, I did 4 project bag for my cross stitch project. So this is one of them. I used the tutorial by elizabethanncanstitch for 3 of them, and the 4th one I will put. I don't remember which the name of the channel on which I took the tutorial, but it will be in the description box of the video. I did this one with this interior fabric. So for this project, I'm 34.5% done. I have 8,962 stitch done. Sorry, my board isn't big enough to show all all of the project, but it's on 14 count Haida that I bought at Michael's. It's their loops and thread. They are their home brand, and I use some sewing thread to do a grid uh, on the fabric, and I started by in the center, and I decided to do all of the brown first. Then I decided I wanted to do the border. Once that was completed, I'm now working on the lemon at the bottom of the pattern. So this is my first start with counted cross stitch. I'm really pleased with the pattern. Um, if you can tell, lavender is one of my favorite colors and smell and all of that. So that's why I wanted to choose a lavender uh, pattern to start. Um, so that's that's the first new one that I started. Um, I wasn't happy enough with just one new project. I started um, another one. It's the Rainbow Phoenix. It's a full coverage piece. Um, it's my first full coverage piece. This one I started May 5th. Um, it's really a new start for me. Oh, my project bag. This is the other model bag that I made. I will link the video that I use, that I follow to make this bag. It's with a vinyl front. This is the interior fabric, and the bag is like this. It's mostly with fabric that I bought at Michael's or Walmart. Um, I have a few fabric that I bought at a local store that's called Fabricville. It's in Canada. Um, uh, I think in English it's also called Fabricville, but I'm I'm not sure. It's called Fabricville here in Quebec. Um, the fabric for this piece is 18 count Ada that I bought on Amazon. And I decided to dye this fabric myself. It was white. I used, I have it here, red dye in the color Hyacinthe. Um, so this will be a big finish piece. Hold it to show my progress. So I started in the left corner, upper corner. Um, I have 971 stitch done, which is 53%, no, sorry, 0.53% done. Uh, the total number of stitch for this piece is 184,500 stitches. So I use the call for DMC. Um, I was I tried the working one square at a time and doing all the stitches in this square um, before starting another square, and I was going in diagonal, but it was really it was a little bit more difficult. I didn't really love this technique, so I'm still working mostly by square. Um, but if I'm in this square and I have a lot of the color that I'm working on in the square above, in the square below, or at the side, I will go do some of those stitches before changing the color. I'm also using the park method. As you can see, it's the first time that I'm working like this, and it's going well. I'm really trying some some stuff and going with what I like, but I won't do like I did for my lavender project, doing all of one color, um, doing all one color, uh, in spite of where it is in the chart. Um, since I didn't use um, a grid fabric, uh, I don't want to count to go see where I should go next and make mistake like that. So I'm going more square by square, but not completing all the color in one square. I hope I'm making some senses um, uh, with what I'm trying to say. But so this is my first full coverage piece. Um, I really I really like the final project, um, but I'm in no rush or I have no deadline to um, finish this piece by a specific date. Um, so yeah, that's my second cross stitch project. Um, I also bought another printed cross stitch uh, on Temu. This one, I don't think it has really a name, but the final image it's really small on the chart. It's a little, I call it my spring gnome. Um, I wouldn't, I barely started this one. I'm on the white in the background. So, yeah, I really don't have much to say about this. Um, it's barely started, but it started. So, um, this is another of the that I made using elizabethanncanstitch tutorial. Well, and my newest um, uh, project, I started this one on May 12th, is Sweet Summertime by Counting Puddles. Um, I'm using again a Ada cloth 14 count that I bought at Michael's. Um, it's the DMC one. I didn't keep the information, so I was wrong way. So I'm starting for this one. I decided to start at the middle um, of the project and working my way out from the middle. I didn't want to mark grid the fabric like I did for my lavender. So I'm starting at the middle and working my way around. I will, since the chart is there's items that are easily delimited. I want I wanted maybe to try and do one item and doing the next one that's close by and going like that. So I'm starting with this one lemon um, slice, um, and I will see where I want to go after that. Um, this I don't know the lavender and sweet summertime uh, are the first cross stitch that I have some back stitching to do. I will watch a couple YouTube video to really know how to do that. I never had to do some back stitch for any of my cross stitch that I remember of. Even when I was in high school, I don't remember having to do some back stitching. So I'm uh, some of the Flosstuber that I follow uh, really don't like doing back stitch, so I'm not nervous, but just um, I don't know if I will like doing it or so we will see. I will keep you up to date on that. Um, so this is all of my cross stitch project for now. Um, my birthday is coming up in June, and I I did a purchase uh, on Canadian cross stitch. They don't have only cross stitch items, but it's Stitched Central in Toronto. Um, I don't know if they are in Toronto. They are in Ontario. Um, and I bought some floss to do two projects. I will show them to you when I have this the shipment once when the shipment the once the delivery arrive. Sorry about that. Um, the other things that I wanted to share is the little setup that I did for myself for my cross stitching. Mostly, I have also some knitting project that I'm working on this cart, but um, I'm mostly in my living room when I cross stitch, and I used to bring brought I used to bring the project bag with me, and back here to my office slash craft room. Um, but I needed different stuff near, and it was everywhere in my living room. So I wanted to have something where I could put all my crafting stuff in, and put it away when I have some guests or whatever. So I bought myself a cart on Amazon. I will just change my camera to show you the little cart um, that I use now. Okay, so this is my cart, and this is Ciboulette, one of my cats. I have two. Um, so I bought this cart specifically because um, oui, I like that it had these panels. You can put them anywhere you like. The I have it comes with two panels like this, and they're easily removable. Put them anywhere you like. And with those panels, there were four little hooks like this that you can put anywhere, and those little baskets that came with the cart can go on those panels too if you prefer. So I put one panel that I don't really use for now on this side, and on the back side of the cart I put the other one where I have three of the hook, and this is all my DMC collection that I have for project, and I use those big, I think it's 5-inch ring to store all my floss. I prefer the floss drop than the bobbin. So on the first ring, I have the colors from 0 to 500. On the second ring, I have from 501 to 1000. And on the last ring, I have from 3000 to this one is écru, and so I think it's 3,800 or so. So the last all the 3,000 and up numbers, and I I use some floss wrap that I got on Amazon, and with I have a label maker. Sorry, I was looking for my word. I printed a label that I stick on the drop with the DMC color number. So that's mainly the reason that I wanted a card like this. Um, I started by putting a ring with all the color that I needed for a project with my project in a bag. But as I started doing more than one project at a time, um, sometimes I needed a color into a project. Um, so since I'm mostly stitching in my living room, uh, it was simpler for me to have all of my flosses out and not in different project bag, and to be able to take whichever color I needed from here. So if I'm on a project and I needed for my sweet summer time, I'm on color 18. If I need a floss, I know it's in my first ring, and I have my color 18. So that's where I keep my floss. Um, for now, it's working great for me. If that changes, I will keep you up to date. Um, on the side in the basket here, because when I'm sitting in my couch and I'm stitching, this side will be next to me. The back, I'm sitting in the couch in this direction, looking this direction, so the cart will be like this next to me. Oh, we have my other cat. Uh, her real name is Sakura, but we are calling her. We always call her Baby Sha, which is baby cat, the literal translation. Um, so those baskets will be next to me. In this one, I have end cream and nail file, because if I'm knitting, crocheting, or cross stitching, if a nail is uh, as a little um, is gripping the floss or the fabric or whatever it is, I need a nail file easy to access. In this tub basket, I keep a measuring tape, some bobbins to I'm only using it in my Rainbow Phoenix for the moment, but I have a couple other bobbins like this. Um, those are the needles that I use. It's a gift from Singer, and I got myself some strong magnet ties like those. I initially got these ones from Temu, but the magnet is really isn't strong enough so to hold my fabric when I'm cross stitching, or and the loop isn't big enough mostly. So I got those ones from Amazon, and they are great. And it came in a big pack, and I have some here on my project. So I really like those ones. I'm keeping this. Here I'm putting some needle minders, um, some scissors, easily accessible if I'm knitting or cross stitching. On the top shelf, I have this little jar where I put all my threads that I cut. I have a little hoop and a Q-snap imitation that I got on Temu. But in the I I got myself some real Q-snap from Stitch Central in my recent purchase. Sorry, I'm looking for my words. Um, so that's what I keep on the first here. On the second one, it's all my cross stitch project, and I have some batting that I use in my sewing. Because I don't have felt, and some Flosstube that I follow use felt when using Q-snap as to not damage the fabric or the stitches. So I cut myself some of this batting, and I will try that with my projects when needed. And on the last year, I have some knitting projects. Those are my active whip in knitting, and the cart is a little bit in a triangle shape. So the last tier at the bottom is larger than the other two. This is the smallest. It's really not a big difference, but they are not all the same white width. So that's my setup for cross stitch. Hey, sorry, I got a phone call. Um, so that's all that I wanted to share for my first Flosstube video. And please let me know if what you're working on. And I will see you soon. I don't know my sorry my French on my French channel. I'm doing a video once two video a month. Like, yeah, I'm trying to translate French word, and it doesn't work for me now. So I'm sorry. And so I will probably do this here too. If you want to know more about my knitting and crochet projects, let me know in the comments, and I will start sharing those too. I think I will focus on my Flosstube, on my cross stitch in the main portion, but I can at the end share about my knitting projects if um, you would like to see those. Um, so I would really appreciate if you can like the video and subscribe to my channel. And I'm looking forward to doing more of these videos and to practice my English. And so this is my baby shop. Hmm? Um, so that's all I have for you this for this video. I will see you soon